welcome to yoga today. So I want you to grab an object, something that, it doesn't have to be a bolster, this was just next to me, a book, a baby, your dog, something that you can hold on to. And we'll start today standing on the knees. So we're standing on the knees, your hips are over your knees, your belly, your pelvis is slightly tucked, your tailbone's drawing down to the mat, and your core is engaged. All right, take a deep breath in, deep breath out through the mouth or the nose, whichever, and grab whatever object you chose. All right, so we're gonna grab our object, and then I want you to extend your arms, keeping a slight bend in the elbow if it's heavy, to activate the musculature of your arm. And we'll just hold here for about 5 breaths. And I want you to inquire to what's being triggered, what's activated, what's sinking, what's drooping, what's lifted. And then I want you to make a mental note of how heavy your object or person is. And we'll take 3 more breaths here together. Mine's getting pretty heavy. And just take a mental note of how much that weighs, whether it's pounds or ounces, it could be a water bottle, and put it down. Curl under your toes, and we'll open up the arches of the feet by sitting our hips on our heels. Sit up pretty straight. So the magic of that little exercise is it doesn't matter how much it weighs, it matters how long you hold it. So today I want you to invest in yourself today and put down something that you're carrying that no longer serves a purpose in your life. I do this all the time, where I store up something and then it's just stuck. It's just there. And it could be a conversation, it could be a feeling, it could be anything, honestly. Just notice what's not serving you, what's not serving your highest truth, your principles, whatever it may be. And we'll all take a deep breath in together. And on your out breath, send it on its way. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Arms at your side body. Let's wiggle our fingers and shake out your arms. Maybe roll your wrists. I've been on my computer a lot lately. And we'll take the left ear to the left shoulder. Arms just kind of drape at your side body. Now let's take the chin to the left shoulder. Just stretching our spine, stretching the muscles that frame our face, keep us lifted all day. All right, and then we'll take our nose to the ground, take a little mini circle here until your right ear is at your right shoulder. And then take your right shoulder to meet your chin, look down. Beautiful, and then we'll take another half circle, so our head's down. I want you to flatten out your feet, especially if your toes are getting kind of crimped, and tap the top of your feet on your mat, then sit your heels to meet your hips. All right, so roll your shoulders as far as you can back, like you're puffing up your chest. And then in your exhale, I want you to round them forward. Palms find the tops of your knees. Now look down. Take your hand in front of your face and notice, a lot of times when we're on our phones, this is the rounding that's happening in our spine. Look at this shape. Today we're going to counter this shape. All right, put your hand down. Inhale, roll your shoulders down away from your ears, find the natural curvature of your spine. So we're not forcing anything too much. We're just finding that beautiful S shape with the spine. Lift your chin about maybe ½ inch where it normally goes. Beautiful. It's like your eyes open if you close them. Again, let go of what you are carrying. Let's flow today. Palms down, left foot back, right foot back. We're in plank pose. Squeeze your glutes, activate the musculature of your legs, push down through the wide angles of the palm and even the fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Take a couple of inhales, exhales here. Just working on this nice V shape. Your hips are high, your belly is in, and knit your bottom ribs back. And if you can, see if we can take a deep breath in and inhale right into the back. You might even find a little rounding of your spine when the breath gets to the top of your thoracic spine. Beautiful. Let's take one more big breath here. And exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, let's take a little walk to the top of our mats. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. First fold is always the hardest. I am so tight from quarantine. I don't know what I've been doing. Take one more breath here in this forward fold, and we'll connect opposite elbows for ragdoll. And it's here that you can really play with the bends in the knees. Find that chest and thigh connection. And then when you're ready, start to straighten out the backs of the legs. Don't forget to release the neck from the head. The head from the neck. Shake it yes, shake it no. All right, we'll slowly roll all the way up. When you get to the top of this pose, arms go high, and then hands to heart. So again, let go what you are carrying. Let go of something. It could be super small, it could be super simple, or it could be one of those days where you just have this massive release. And it's just dependent upon, what you're ready for. All right, let's flick our eyes open. Again, take your hands to your heart and just look for that beautiful S shape in the spine. And if you want to mimic kind of what we were looking at tech neck, or whatever you want to call it, I told my husband, I go, you have tech neck. He goes, no, I don't. And I'm like, babe, yes, you do. So imagine that your phone's here and just kind of visualize, start from the crown of your head, what you do when you're really grossly engaged in your phone. All right, now set it down. Be mindful, roll your shoulders up and back, and then soften. Put your chin up just a scotch, just a little bit. And every time you return to this mountain pose, you just make a little mental note, like a little love note to your body. This is where I'll return. All right, let's flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands. We'll walk it back. The first time around, plank to chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha if you're ready. That's upward facing dog, or cobra, downward facing dog. From here, let's step the right foot in between the hands, dial down the back foot. We're moving right into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. We have this beautiful long lunge in the front knee. Shift some weight to the outside edge of your back foot. Beautiful, take your hands behind you, low back, breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward, right shoulder inside of the right knee. And if you lose your balance here, see if you can stick some weight into the right big toe, the right little toe, and the heel, and see if you can find those 3 points. It's kind of like a triangle of balance, right? Slowly release your hands, reverse. Beautiful, and then we'll flow this. Right foot steps to one leg plank. Look up, chaturanga. Both feet down, Urdhva Mukha. And downward facing dog. From the top, we step the left foot through, dial down the back foot, Warrior One. Hands behind you, roll it back. Exhale, move it forward for humble warrior. Don't forget to put outside weight on the outside edge of the right foot. Slowly release to reverse warrior. Beautiful, and then flow. Front foot steps to one leg plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. So cobra, your feet and your hips and your knees are all on the mat. Curl under the toes, down dog. Let's take that again. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or float, top of your mat. Half lift, fold, all the way up. Hands to heart. Arms at side body, Samastitihi. So again, this is like your inquiry, your check-in, your refresh. Check in with your posture. Posture is so important when we move through this life, because every choice we take in our posture, it kind of adds on to each other. So the more we stay like this, the more we're gonna close. Let's counter it. Again, fix your posture. Start with the bottoms of your feet. Move through the musculature of your legs. Put a gentle arch in your back and then remove it, soften, settle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, let's walk it back. Take a vinyasa. Upward dog over the toes. Downward facing dog. Step the right foot through while you're warm. Humble. Same flow, just a little bit quicker. Reverse. Beautiful flow. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Step the left foot through in between the hands while you're one. Humble. Nice breath. Reverse. All the way down. Chaturanga. Ardha Mukha or cobra. And downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. This time we'll float top of your mat. All the way up to mountain. Check in. Arms at side body. Fix your posture. On your next inhale, arms up, look up, chair. Utkatasana. It's probably one of my favorite poses because you can really get into the hip flexion here, and you can go as far as you need to go. You can even sit your booty all the way down to your mat. I'm going to stay upright here. My biceps are pretty sore, hands to my heart. Let's take the arms back for airplane. Hop onto the tippy toes. And try to throw yourself off balance and see what fires up, especially here in the outer hips. Just see what fires up and see what you can flow with today. We get better at balancing by losing our balance time and time again, right? All right, let's take it all the way down to seated forward Navasana boat pose. Couple options today. All toes on the mat, 90 degrees, all the way up. So you are a V shape. Arms at your side body. Breathe in and breathe out. Gorgeous. My legs are shaking today. I don't know why. All right, from here, let's take our feet down. On your next inhale, roll back, tap the toes behind your head. On your exhale, we'll take a Baddha Konasana, steeple your fingers, reach through. All right, inhale, reach back with your feet. Use your core to pull you up. Baddha Konasana, steeple through. So now we're getting into the hips. Pull your knees together. Again, breathe in, take it back. Breathe out, take it forward. Hinging at your hips, reach. One more time like this. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, roll forward using your core to reach you forward. Beautiful. This time we rise all the way up to standing. Knees together. Inhale back. Try not to use your hands to get up. Beautiful. And again, we're back in that mountain pose. We're focusing on your posture. So tailbone towards the mat, chest up, like almost a marionette. You have like little strings pulling through your ears, through the crown of your head to make your chin up just a little bit. Hands at your heart. All right. So we'll pull the right knee into the chest. Take a big breath in through the nose for your standing knee raise. We'll slowly start to hinge the hips back, chest forward. Stay lifted for Virabhadrasana 3. Arms out in front of you. Your fingers are steepled once again. And like you're stamping the floor and your back wall with your feet, everything's flexed. So you have dorsiflexion for the feet. Breathe in. And breathe out. Micro bend the front knee. Land the back toes. Crescent lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist left. So this is a wide open crescent lunge twist. Flip your front palm, reverse revolve. On your exhale, both hands down. Step the back foot up a little bit, so we're 45-degree angle in the right foot, in your back foot. This is pyramid pose. Breathe in, exhale, fold. 3 more breaths here. Beautiful. From here, we slowly start to look forward, and we're moving back into that standing knee raise. We'll take the knee, and this time our left hand finds the outside edge of the right foot, or it could grab the knee, either way. And we'll move into Twisted Dancing Shiva. Look back at your right hand. We'll take 3 breaths here. unravel to the front of the room. Peace fingers, grab your big toe. We open up, Utthita Hasta Pada Nushasana. This is extended hand to big toe posture. Your hips are level. Remember that beautiful posture we started with? It's time to call upon it now. 3 more breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. This knee can be bent. Gorgeous. Now we'll take the leg out in front of us, but we'll cross it on the top of the left knee. So we're finding that figure 4, that wonky chair. Inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, sink your hips back. Beautiful, and we'll end in a standing knee raise again. Give yourself some ankle rolls, and then right foot meets the left. We'll be here for just 3 breaths. In that standing mountain posture, just notice differences between the right and the left side body. All right, bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a little squeeze here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. On your exhale, slowly start to hinge this left leg forward. Your hips are square to the earth. Arms steepled in front of you for Virabhadrasana 3. This is Warrior 3. Both feet are flexed. Breathe in. On your exhale, micro bend the front knee. Find the left toes to the mat. We draw the chest and the heart up for crescent lunge. If you're falling into the lumbar spine and you're getting compression, and compression is that feeling, it's not a stretch, it's like almost a block. Like a block where your body just can't go anymore. I want you to micro bend the back knee, and instead of lifting through the tailbone up, we're gonna lift through the the thoracic spine up. So that back bend is starting from about here, not from here. Breathe in. Exhale, twist right. Gorgeous breath, reverse revolve. And spiral your hands down. Step the back foot up just a little bit for pyramid pose. Arch to heel, if you could draw a line there. 3 breaths. Breathe in and breathe out, nose to knee. Again. And one more time. Let's look up first. And we'll slowly move back to that standing knee raise. Beautiful. And this time, right hand will grab either your left knee or your outside edge of your foot. And we'll straighten this out for dancing Shiva. Look back. Beautiful. Slowly start to look forward. Left peace fingers, your pointer in your middle. Grab your big toe. Right hand to hip. You can keep this right knee flexed if you need to. And you'll know you need to flex the hip if your hips come out of alignment. So we want our hips in one line. Breathe in. And breathe out. Both hands to hips just for a moment to realize all of the intricacies going on to keep that leg straight. And then you cross it on top of your knee. Breathe in, hands to heart. Exhale, sink your hips down and back for that wobbly one-leg chair. Beautiful one-leg balances today. And then we'll come all the way up for your standing knee raise once again. Beautiful, left foot meets the right. Top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, walk it all the way back to plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Chest down, belly down. All right, we'll take our arms behind us. This is locust pose. It's not a pose that I do a lot because I don't like it, but I feel like I need it. And it's a big posture pose because it fires up all of the muscles keeping your spine in its place. All right, look up first. On your next inhale, we'll take our hands, interlace them at your sacrum. Inhale, lift. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths. One more time. And your feet are just hanging out at this time. And then we'll take our left ear to the chest. Beautiful. This time we're taking our feet up with us. So get your feet pretty close together. They could be like pelvis width apart. All right, again. Inhale, look up. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. And now we fire up the glutes, the hamstrings, even the calves. Lift up for locust pose. Beautiful. Slowly release the hands. We'll take the right ear to the mat this time. And you can use your elbows, your forearms as pillows. Bend the knees. Start to rock from side to side with windshield wiper feet. Beautiful. And we'll extend the arms in front of us and the legs behind us. So from here, extend your left foot, left leg, and your right arm, thumb towards the sky. And pop up onto the tippy toes of your left fingers, so your fingertips. And now we'll just switch. Beautiful. Now we'll take some kickers here. So your feet are going to start moving, and maybe your hands move too, and you're just firing up the core that exists around your back. And stop. Beautiful. Take your arms back behind you, bend your knees, and we'll catch our ankles. If you can't quite catch your ankles, let's just catch one ankle. Leave the other hand extended out in front of you. If you can catch both ankles, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Lift your chest, lift your shoulders, lift your knees. So you're balancing on like the top pubis, maybe your lowest rib. This is bow pose. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Countering all of that sitting. Beautiful. And we'll slowly drop your knees, drop your shoulders, make a pillow with your arms, and windshield wiper your feet. Beautiful. Curling under your toes, let's fire up the musculature from your hip points all the way down to your heels. So you're coming up in one solid unit. So you pull the belly into the spine, so your pubis bone will be on your mat. And then you almost take like this dome shape with the body. Move through low plank, high plank, down dog. Gorgeous. Inhale, right leg up. On your exhale, right elbow taps the right wrist. So we're pulling it forward. Inhale up, working those obliques, transverse abdominis. Exhale, right to right. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, right to right. Inhale up. Bend the knee, open the hip. You can flip your dog if you like. You don't have to. Protecting your shoulders, making sure you have weight in the right hand too. Inhale, right leg up. On your exhale, step it all the way through. Opening up, warrior 2. Whoa, that was weird. So warrior 2, you have an external rotation in your bottom body and in your top body. Your hips are wide open here. And we'll navigate this pose, moving from the right side to the left side with a star in between. So we have like 3 more breaths here, and just sink a little bit lower. Maintain that beautiful posture in your top body. Beautiful. Inhale up, star pose. Just to get us to the other side, exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. So now we're facing the left side of the house. Your drishti, your gaze, is through your middle finger of your left hand. Sink in. Get gritty here. Feel the external rotations in the body. And it's harder to land in a pose and stay in a pose. It just is. Sometimes we flow so fast and we get into that groove where we're like, warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior reverse, blah, blah, blah. And when we stick it, we have to feel it. That's when we hold up our mirror. That's when we discover what we do when things get tough. Taking it back to the front. So move slowly, deliberately back to warrior 2, facing the front of the house. These are the opportunities in your practice where you get to really focus on letting stuff go. Breathe in. Sit with it. Breathe out. Release it. And these are the poses that make you sweat, because these are the poses that fire up your biggest muscles of your body. Every exhale is an opportunity to let something go. Every inhale is an opportunity to let something in, to grow. Inhale, star. My arms are burning. Stay in with me. Exhale, warrior two. Back of the house. Maintain steady posture. Maintain steady breath. And the moment you lose your breath, that's the moment you know you've gone too far. Beautiful. Inhale up. Take your hands to our heart. Exhale, squat. This is Sun Goddess pose. We breathe here. Let's take 10 glorious breaths here. So we are externally rotating. Draw your knees back. And your feet can be as turned out as you need them to be. Just based on your anatomy, sometimes they don't allow us to turn out this much. Sometimes we have to turn in a little bit. So just find the space where you feel really like strong. Like you want to go a little bit further. Flirt with the edge here. We have 5 more breaths. For the last 2 breaths, let's hop onto the tippy toes. Leverage the hip just a little bit more. And then sit your heels back down. Beautiful. We'll straighten up the legs. Face the front of the house, hop to the top of your mat. Last time to focus on that beautiful, glorious posture. And we'll mimic what we look like with our face and our phones. Just notice what you do. Just notice the habit. And I want you to really exaggerate it right now so we notice the rounding, right? Put your phone down, arms up. Goal post your arms at any time today when you feel yourself like slugging and slouching. Just in an instant you can change it. Take your arms up over your head. Goal post your arms. Take them to your low back. Breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Good. Arms at side body. We'll come to the mat and let's meet in plank. Another plank series. Those of you working on handstands, this is where you put the work in. Because if you want to invert, you have to build the strength to carry you over, right? To carry your hips over your wrists and your shoulders. So from our plank pose, let's take our right hand to the middle of the mat. Inhale, left arm up. So this is a full body muscular engagement pose. Lift your hips. If you need to modify, you can always drop the right knee. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here. Lifting, lifting. And then exhale, both hands down. We'll just take it right onto the left. So left palm in the middle of your mat. Right arm extends on top of you. And keep lifting through your hips. You feel it in the obliques? Beautiful. And we'll take both hands down. Breathe in. Last vinyasa of your practice. Exhale. Chest down, belly down. Inhale, low cobra, high cobra, maybe up dog. And then push into box pose. We'll take some big hip circles here, move in a direction that feels good to you. And then make sure to counter it and switch. Beautiful. And then we'll cross our ankles behind us. If you have a block or if you have a bolster or a pillow, we'll end with a heart opener today in Shavasana. So if you have a bolster, you can put a bolster right under your bra strap. You can also put the bolster long ways or pillow. And you can put a book underneath it so it's on an incline. And you just lay yourself right over your prop. So we're either in a heart opener or something like this, or you have that incline. And I'll exit the posture, let you guys have a nice 5-minute Shavasana. And I will mind the time, so just let yourself melt. We hold ourselves up all day. We counter opening all day with running, with spinning, with gardening, with work, right? Overuse, stuff like that. So just make a note, fix your posture today, and let yourself rest. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Breathe and rest. I will mind the time, and you'll hear this beautiful sound bowl when your Shavasana is over. All right, breathe and rest, sweet yogis. Start to deepen your breath, awaken from your Shavasana. Maybe start to wiggle your fingers and deliberately wiggle your toes, bringing mindful movement and, most importantly, mindful awareness into your life. And remember that object or person that you picked up at the beginning of our class, and just notice how much it weighed, and notice how easy it was just to put it down. And then it didn't matter how much it weighed, it mattered how long you carried it. So just get in the mindset today that when you roll up your mat and you walk out into your home and into your world, let something go, just because you can, because it can be so damn empowering when we notice what's holding us down and back, and we can move through it, and we can open up to what we're supposed to be doing, or what is meant to be within us, which is peace and love and God and light, all that good stuff. So we'll close the practice, slowly start to make your way to seated. And sometimes we pause a moment in fetus position to pause for gratitudes or gratefulness. So take your time to get here. Palms on your knees, face down or up. Beautiful, arms at side body. Inhale, gather all this energy up. Take it with you, sweet yogis. And on a slow exhale, your hands find your heart. Anjali Mudra. And from my heart to yours, all my love and all my blessings. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you all again on the mat soon.